hope that you're doing well. If you are new to my channel, my name is Ashley, and this channel is all about our family life. So it is all about vlogging, it is all about true life, real life stuff going on, and I just like to be real, raw, and genuine. That's what I always say, and it is true. That is why I was going to, I straightened my hair and everything today. I wanted to feel cuter, and I was going to put some makeup on, but you guys, my makeup bag is in the vehicle with my husband. So I have lots of laundry to fold. This is like, I don't know, there's probably like 5 or 6 loads in here that I have to fold. It's like all the laundry that was dirty in my entire house. And I just thought, you know, I have to fold it anyway, so I am going to chat with you guys. Now, this camera, I've never used this camera before. I don't know what the quality is going to look like. I know that the lighting on this camera is a little bit weird and wonky. It kind of has like a yellowish tint, so maybe I'll be able to fix some of that in editing. I do apologize for my video quality, and we're going to get to that conversation in a second. But I felt like I owed you guys kind of a conversation because I started this channel in January. I have a main channel called Creative Chaos. I'll link it down in the description box below in case you stumbled in here and don't know about that one. And I wanted that channel to be more of a crafty slash planner slash crafty hauls kind of channel. And so I started this one because I wanted to do more than that. I wanted to do family vlogs, and I wanted to do more family style videos, and I wanted to do like grocery hauls and clean with me's and all of the things, and I felt like I was trying to cram too much into one channel. The people that came to that channel came there for planner videos, and even though all different people like all different style videos, I felt like the interests were a little bit vast. And so I wanted to make sure that I was kind of keeping things separated, and so I started this channel. There's so much more that I want to give to it. I have devotionals that I want to do. I've done a couple when I first started the channel, and we've kind of gotten away from those, and I'm going to get to why in a second. And vlogs and all kinds of things like that. Like, there's so many things that I want to do and give to this channel and my other channel as well. I've worked hard to build that channel. It's not big by any means. It has 1,200 subscribers, which is not a lot, especially in the grand scheme of things. But the most detrimental mistake that a YouTuber can make if you are trying to grow your channel is inconsistency. And I've been inconsistent ever since I started YouTube. I mean, that's just the way it is. I have had life changes after life changes after life changes. We're moving and adding children and all kinds of things like that. And it has just made me inconsistent. There's no excuse for it. There's nothing to it. I mean, I want to do YouTube, and yet I find myself being inconsistent. And that's okay. Everybody grows, everybody learns, you do what you do, and sometimes it just falls through the cracks. And, you know, something's got to fall through the cracks. It's not going to be my kids or the care of them, and it's not going to be their education, so it kind of has to be this and Etsy and all of the things that I do other than family. So that's kind of the way it's been, but I do want to make a lot of changes to that and try to get back on track. And I'm going to kind of tell you what's been going on. So at the beginning of the year, we have been sick. We have been sick the whole 2020 so far. 2020 has not been our friend thus far. It has been a year of sickness and aggravation and us just being, you know, it's just been that for us. We have had the flu and strep and this cold that will not go away. And so that's kind of where we've been. Now my kids, like right now for instance, they're being super loud and their brother is asleep. And this is the only time that I can get to film or quiet. And when they're really loud, that means they wake him up, and then he's awake and he's everywhere, and I don't get quiet time to film or do things like that. And so that's been another thing. It's just been a little bit difficult with the stages that they're in, with the older two being, you know, loud and rambunctious, and him needing his nap and having to be on a time schedule and all of that. It's just been a little bit harder. And when mommy goes out of the room, the boys forget their quiet voices. Hold on. Okay. of them to be quiet. Let's see if it lasts. But anyway, there's just been a lot going on, you know, and that's in every family. And I feel like a lot of vloggers that vlog their families, they get used to the chaos of family and they just vlog it. And that's, of course, what I want to do. But it's just gotten to the point where we've been going through a lot of life changes as far as job changes and things like that, and it has left me really bluesy. I've been having a really rough time. I know in one of my past vlogs that wasn't too long ago, I talked to you guys about it, and you guys were so sweet and gave encouraging words, but I've been having a lot of difficulty, okay? My husband is never home. Last week, he worked 82 hours. I mean, he's been working so ridiculously much, and it's been awful. Now, he has, you know, gotten permission from the owner because the owner was like, dude, you don't need to be working this much, and it made him feel a lot better. So he's gotten a lot of reassurance from the owner that he needs to calm it down and not have to work that much. But he's very short-staffed. He walked in very short-staffed, and they have a lot to do to be able to staff him correctly and get him back on track to where he doesn't have to work so much. And so he hasn't had off days. He has worked so much, not getting home till 10, 11, 12, and it's just been hard. It's been hard on our family. It's been hard on the boys. It's been hard on my schedule, right? Like, he's dead tired, so he doesn't, you know, he's not here to watch the boys while I go do something that I need to get done. Or, you know, I can't work on this while he is home with them, and I can't do this while he is here because he's never here. And, you know, it's just been really, really difficult. I can't get filming done on Sundays because that's literally the only time we see him because they're closed on Sundays. So he doesn't have a choice. And he's even went in a couple of times on Sunday because things didn't get done during the week. Like, it has been brutal. It has been brutal. So I've been dealing with that. I've been struggling a lot. Also, our car situation sucks. Our engine went out in our Yukon and we still owe money on it, which means we have been in a mess. $8,000 engine completely went out, and we still owe money on it. So we've been having to deal with all of that and figure out what we're going to do and how we're going to figure it out and what we're going to do about the vehicle. Is it even worth it? What are we going to do if it's not worth it? What are we going to do, you know, blah, 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 blah. How are we going to afford this big expense? We bought a cheap car from my dad. That one needs repairs too. You know, we're about to have to pay almost $2,000 to get that one repaired. And so I've been stuck at home and, you know, we don't have a reliable vehicle, period. It's just been rough, you know. We've been trying to get our credit back on track and do things with our credit this year. There's been a lot of stuff that has happened over the years with our credit and just the companies that we've worked for going out of business and all kinds of things that we've made it through. And we're definitely in an amazing financial, you know, situation compared to what we were at in the beginning when we first got married. We've definitely been that story where we started at the bottom and worked our way up, and so we're doing well for ourselves, but your credit doesn't just miraculously go back to normal after you do better for yourself. And so we've been trying to work on that. What's the best option? Talking to a couple of lawyers and talking to a couple of accountants and financial experts and stuff like that on what's the best option. You know, bankruptcy is probably the way to go for us. That's just the way that it is, and things like that. So all of these different things we've been figuring out this year, and I am the most transparent person ever, probably too much so for some people. I am just a very real and open and honest person. It's the only way that I know how to be. I'm not scared to show you my bedhead first thing in the morning and say, yeah, I'm a real human being too. I'm not scared to show you the fact that I have 6 loads of laundry to fold and put away, because I hate putting away laundry. And I hate, you know, all of the things. So I have pulled all of the laundry baskets from all over the house and washed them all in 2 days, and now I have a buttload of laundry to put away. You know, it's just, I feel like the more that we share real life with each other, the better off we'll be, and that's just how I feel about things. And so that's why I wanted to do my channel, to encourage people who are probably in the same boat that I am, that it's okay to be where you are because other people are there too, and that's just kind of how I feel. So anyway, I say all of that to say that this year I am holding on to the hope that it's going to get better. You know what I mean? My husband is not going to work this much all the time. He's going to get staffed to where he has a good support team to do what needs to be done, and he doesn't have to work all the dang time. And I'm going to have some support on my side when he comes back home and is home, twice a week and can have normal, good hours. I mean, they have good business hours. If he could just stick close, at least close to the business hours, then we'll be great. I do think that this job was the best bet for him, for his health, for his heart condition, his stress levels, his blood pressure, and all of that. I think that this job was the right move for him if he can get the right support. And so that's what's been going on, you guys. I've been stressed out. I haven't felt like filming because I've been so stressed. I feel like I'm stuck inside of these four walls that are closing in on me. I don't have a vehicle to just go wherever I want, whenever I want. Things have been really frustrating, and my husband has just never been home. And so I have felt in this constant state of loneliness and just going bonkers. And then at church, when it's time for me to go somewhere, I'm going the whole day, and I'm just tired. I'm tired emotionally and mentally, and I've just been stressed out. So that's kind of where I'm at. I haven't felt positive enough to be positive for you guys. I haven't felt positive enough to do videos and to do devotionals where I'm trying to encourage and inspire, because I honestly felt like I needed to be encouraged and inspired myself first. I will tell you that I've been in a much better place the last few days. I feel like I have, I'm finally in that space where I can be like, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna get better, things are going to be alright. Whereas before I was in a really negative headspace, and that's just not good for anyone. It's not good for my boys for me to be in that space. It's not good for myself. And I just haven't felt like doing anything. I have felt like my energy is just not there. It is just not there, and it hasn't been. And so I'm feeling better now. As far as that goes, I'm feeling like I can come back to this community with a more healthy headspace and to be able to give to you guys. I don't know if this makes sense to you, and if you're not from a Christian background, you might not understand what I'm saying, or maybe you've never heard it put this way before, but sometimes in Christianity, we put it into the perspective of we're vessels of the Lord, and we want to be vessels for Christ so that He can use us and pour into us, and we can pour out into others, right? But sometimes you feel like you're not being poured into. You feel like you're pouring out, and you're pouring out, and you're pouring out, and you're pouring out, and there's nothing left. You have to be replenished at some point, and that's kind of how I have felt. And in a spiritual sense, in an emotional sense, in just a mental sense, I have felt like I am pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring, and I feel like I need to be replenished, and that's just what I have been feeling. I don't do very well when the weather is gross and gray and rainy and cloudy. I just feel like I feel like I get mood energy from the sunlight. The sun just gives me that positive feeling, the warmth of the sun, and I don't like it to be super hot. I'm not a fan of the summertime, but I just want to see the sunlight. It can be freezing outside. I just want the sun to be out so that I can see and feel it on my skin. I just need to know that everything's fine. You know what I mean? And I have just not felt that way. I have been feeling so down and gloomy, and it's gloomy outside too. Opening the blinds doesn't do any good because it's all gray. And I mean, I say that, and today is actually a pretty sunshiny day. It's cold outside here, but it is actually a pretty day today. So it's been raining a little bit this morning and raining off and on today. But for right now, the sun's actually out a little bit. But just the cloudiness and everything of the weather and the way that's been, and then just these situations that I've been coming up with our vehicles and not having a car to drive in. Whose shirt is this? Oh, this is Jaren's. And all of that, I didn't recognize this shirt. Just all of that kind of stuff. It's just made me kind of in a yucky mood, and I don't want to come to you guys in a yucky mood. It's hard for me to vlog, and I refuse to vlog and just be a negative Nancy, right? I want you guys to see our day-to-day life, and sometimes that day-to-day life has been so boring. It has been me working to get junk journals done and us doing homeschool, and then me just watching them play, because I have no energy to do anything else, you know? We do our homeschool, we get it done, I clean the bare minimum because I'm so sick of it, so I clean the kitchen, and then I have to pick up the living room and chase them around the house, picking up after them, and then, you know, it's boring, you know? I'm working on junk journals, or I'm doing this, and I don't want to come to you guys. Look at this stain. Can you even see that? He sat in something. It looks like chocolate or something like that. But anyway, I don't want to film that all the time. Okay, now we're sitting here. I mean, you know, I don't want to be boring for you guys, and so I have just been feeling blah. Like, I know that there are videos that I need to do. Like, I need to do a stinking coffee dyeing video, and I'm actually out of coffee dyed paper for my journal, so I have to do it. But it's just been like, I don't feel like it. Like, I don't feel like doing all of these things with effort because I'm so drained as far as, like, emotionally drained. I just feel frustrated. So that's kind of where I've been. Obviously, I'm doing better because I'm doing this video. I'm actually filming a vlog video today as well, and I'm doing a couple of other things, and I'm going to try my hardest to just get the dang coffee dyeing video out because I've got to do it. It just makes a huge mess, you guys, and it does. It makes a huge mess, but there's actually a couple of experiments that I want to try with it for my, for a galaxy journal that I have coming up. So I need to get it done anyway. And, yeah, so I'm going to try to do that today while they're working on schoolwork, and I can just do a voiceover and, like, film it as I go, help them with their schoolwork at the table, and then do that at the same time. So it's like multitasking. That is necessary for a YouTubing mother. It is necessary for moms in general. Multitasking is life when you're a mama. And so that's what I think I'm going to try to do. And so, maybe I can get some of those out. But I really want to be better, you guys. I do. It's not that I want to avoid you or I'm just lazy and I don't do things. It's just that I've been in a rough spot. You know, I've been going through a lot. Like, every time I think, okay, well, maybe this will turn around, something else hits and I'm like, holy crap. Like, you know? And I've been going through a couple of things with, like, my family, like, sibling-wise, and just having issues with not seeing eye to eye on some things and getting frustrated with that. And I've been dealing with, you know, just being busy at church and busy doing this and with parties and showers. I did my dad's birthday, now I'm doing my mom's birthday, and then it was supposed to be Pastor's Appreciation Day the next month. And so it's been crazy with that. And then, you know, I mean, just life, you know, it's just been life. And then, most importantly, probably the main reason why it's been annoying for the past, like, week or so, even though my emotions have been better, I lost the freaking camera that I use. And so my new phone camera sucks balls. Like, it's awful. It sucks. It's grainy and granulated. It's just junk. It's garbage. So if I have taken any video on that, you'll probably be able to see the difference. And I'm sorry. I apologize. I really do. I just, I can't help it. I don't know where the other one is. I cannot find it anywhere. And I'm about to purchase a vlogging camera, but I don't know. It's going to be a few weeks before I actually purchase it. I just want to check on a couple more things and make sure that it's the right decision before I pull the trigger. But I am actually about to purchase one of those, and so hopefully that will be better, and it will be all that I hope and dream it will be, and everything will be much better quality, so I'm sorry about that. But you guys, I'm just doing the best that I can right now, you know? I'm just doing the best I can. And so it's just been crazy. And I just haven't been in the best of headspaces. And I've been trying, but, you know, it's just a lot of things have been going on that just kind of bum me out. You know, it's not tragic and it's not horrible, and I'm not just like crying in my Cheerios, but it's just a little bit gloomy and a little bit down. And I have to be there, and my kids have to get my best headspace. My kids have to get my best mood. They have to get my best. And so when I'm pouring into them, sometimes I just can't pour into anything else because my, you know, my emotions, it's just my mood, my whatever, my energy, it's just not there. And so I have to give it to my kids and my family first. And, you know, it's been there. You know, that's been where it's at. That's what I've been focusing on. And so now that I feel like things are going to be all right, I've got a positive outlook on things, I feel like things are about to turn the corner into a positive way. We're getting everything figured out. All of the catastrophes are kind of getting stamped out and figured out. Then I can come back here and give this what I need to be giving this. And so that is what I'm hoping to do. Oh. I have so many children that I have like so many piles. I have Jaren's pile, I have Killian's, Tristan's, Alaric's, and I'm just giving all the piles. So I have to look at the size of the clothing and make sure I'm putting it in the right space. But anyway, I just, yeah. We've been talking about at the end of the year, you know, trying for another baby. When Alaric's 2 is, you know, right before he's 2, I would like to, you know, get pregnant again if that's what we're going to do, because I am not getting any younger, and I don't know, I just don't want to have a baby in my late 30s. I would rather just have one now. If I'm going to do it, I would rather just go ahead and do it. That way I can have the baby by the time I'm 34. Yes, I turned 33 this year, so yes. And so, I don't know. But, yeah, that's what's been going on, you guys. I mean, look at all the laundry I've folded. I've literally been folding this entire video for 22 minutes, and I've put a dent in it, but it's not gone. And so, I have lots of laundry to do. I'm actually probably going to take a break from this and go ahead and start homeschool, or actually I need to do a planner video first and then homeschool and the coffee dime video, because I can do that when Alaric's awake and he can't get into trouble. But anyways, I wanted to apologize first and foremost, and if you're new and you just kind of got on this train and then I left you hanging, I'm sorry. I haven't been like crazy inconsistent with videos. As far as like it being a month or 2 months before I post, but it has been inconsistent as far as I was posting almost every day, and then all of a sudden it was like once a week, once every 2 weeks, and here I am telling you why. So I just, if anything goes on, my pet peeve is favorite YouTubers that I love, they go MIA for a while, because, I mean, things happen, right? Like, especially if you don't do this full-time as your full-time job. This is not a job for me. I don't make money. So because of that, I don't make money from YouTube. If it's not your full-time job, I totally understand that sometimes things happen in your life, with your real life, that you have to do every day, that, you know, sometimes things fall through the cracks and you're just MIA for a minute. That's just the way it is. That's normal life, normal YouTuber life. That's the way it is. And so I hate it when they come back and they don't say anything. And you're like, okay, well, you were just missing. Like, are you okay? They don't talk about it. They don't say anything. It's just like it never happened. And then it happens again, and they're gone again, and then they come back and they don't say anything. I hate that. That will never be me. There's never a question that you can ask me that I will get offended and pissed off at you. Like, I'm going to talk about things. The air is clear. It's open. You know, you can ask things or say things or whatever. Now, don't just be rude, because rudeness. No, I don't meet rudeness very well. But as far as like just asking things or being curious, you guys are so sweet to me. There are so many people that I have met on my other channel and then on this one who are so flipping sweet to me. You are sweet, you give words of encouragement, you email me, you talk to me on Instagram, you talk to me on here, some of you talk to me on Facebook. Like, you are so flipping sweet, and you worry about me when I'm gone. I want you to know where I went. I'm not just going to leave questions in your mind. I think that's so silly. YouTubers, I don't care if your channel is 5 million, you're not a freaking larger-than-life celebrity who is not like every other person. You're just a person like everybody else, and you can talk about why you were gone for forever, and you're just now coming back. So anyway, with all that being said, that's why I wanted to do this video. I just wanted to sit down and chat with you guys for a little bit and tell you what the heck's been going on with me. I've just kind of been doom and gloom for a minute. Some crap's going on. I have felt like complete doo-doo for the last couple of months. And I have been struggling just to keep going and do everything that I need to get done with me and sick kiddos. You know, my boys have had the flu, then I had strep. Tristan and Killian and Alaric have had a cold for the past few weeks that we can't seem to get rid of. Joshua and me have it too. It's just the crud where your throat hurts and you've been coughing this dry, yucky cough, and you're kind of sniffly, and the boys' noses have been running like it just doesn't ever end. And there's nothing wrong with you. It's just a common cold, but it just won't go away. It's been that for a few weeks, and you know, Killian had a double ear infection and an upper respiratory infection, like all of this kind of junk. And I know it could be completely worse with all this crazy sickness going around. It could be a lot worse, but I'm just telling you where I've been. I've just been with sick me and sick kiddos and a busy schedule, and just trying to juggle it all with one vehicle that's going to have to be put in the shop, and we're having to figure things out, and a husband who is never ever home because he works all the time. And just stuff, you know. January brought a lot of changes that we weren't expecting. And so, sickness and job changes and the demands of that job change and all kinds of things like that, it has just been nuts. We were going, for a little while there, we were hoping to move 4 hours away, and we almost did it. And then we decided not to at the last minute. Like, lots of things have just been going on, and it's just kind of been like, blah, 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 blah. And so I'm just kind of trying to get my grip on reality back so that I can get my schedule back together the way that it needs to be. So I appreciate you guys sticking with me. If you're new, I hope that you subscribe, because you guys, this is me. I am real. I am honest with you. I let you know what the heck's been going on with me and all of my craziness. And I hope that you'll come and join us with that. I have fun things planned for this channel if I can ever get it underway. And I have fun things planned for the other channel as well. So if you haven't checked that channel out, definitely do it. I will leave it in the description box below. But otherwise, I appreciate you being on this train ride with me. Now, whether it's a train ride or a train wreck has yet to be decided. But either way, I'm glad you're here. I hope that you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next